Hi, welcome to day 104 in our Bible in a Year reading. We're in 1 Samuel chapters 21 through 24. And in these chapters, David is on the run for his life. He is going from place to place, trying to avoid Saul, who is now just out of his mind, to the point where Saul actually has the priests killed because of how they gave David bread and a sword and prayed and sought the Lord on his behalf. And Saul was threatened by that to the point that he killed the priests. Now, Saul is obviously not walking with the Lord. He is set, and these spirits that are upon him are guiding him and driving him. And his fear and his pride are rampant. And yet David continues to stay humble to the point in these chapters we read about how David is given Saul into his hands. Now they are hiding in a cave, and Saul comes in to relieve himself, is what we read of. And David comes up behind him and cuts a piece of his robe off. Now, from all appearances, it looks as though God has finally delivered Saul into his hands, and the opportunity is there. And that's what David's men are saying. This is your opportunity. This is what God has given to you. But David knew that it was God's job to avenge, that God would be the one to put him into his place of kingship, that he was not to take the life of Saul. And so conviction came over him for cutting Saul's robe, and he follows Saul out of the cave and shows him the robe. And Saul tells him, "May the Lord reward you well for the way you treated me today. I know you will surely be king, and that the kingdom of Israel will be established in your hands. Now swear to me by the Lord that you will not cut off my descendants or wipe out my name from my father's family." So David gave oath to Saul. And just what stands out to me in that is how easy it is to look from our perspective at circumstances. And the world would say that Saul was given to David, and it was his opportunity to take vengeance or to protect himself. But David knew what God had told him to do, and he obeyed, even when it looked ridiculous to man. But God's ways are not man's ways. And God was looking for a man like David who would obey him even when it made no sense from man's perspective. So, what stood out to you? Let's learn and grow in God's word together.